Kosta. We have a great show for you tonight. We're going to talk about how Kate Middleton's picture is worth 1,000 news articles, and Lara Trump and Jesus take the wheel at the RNC, and Congress gets to the bottom of whether Biden is old. But first, Desi, I think we should take a moment to acknowledge Equal Pay Day, because women don't earn enough, and personally, I'm sick of it.
Oh, yeah. That's so nice, Michael.
In fact, in the spirit of transparency, I'd like us to both say our salaries out loud right now. Yeah.
Oh, we don't really need to do that.
No, Desi, I'm an ally. I want to bring light to an issue affecting all women.
Well, I mean, there might not be a pay gap for every woman. Some women might be making more than men. So I think we can just move
$65 a week. $65 a week. That's what I make. Now go ahead and say yours. You don't have to be embarrassed.
You're right. I make less than that, Michael.
This country disgusts me.
Well, now that we have that out of the way, there's a lot of election news today, so let's get into it with another installment of Indecision 2024. With the big campaign news. For years now, Donald Trump has gradually been taking over the Republican Party. First, he got Ted Cruz's balls, then he took Mitch McConnell's spine, and now he's finally reached the butthole of the party, the Republican National Committee, and he's giving it a thorough cleansing.
Dozens of staffers getting laid off just days after Donald Trump's handpicked team took over the organization. Top officials in communications, the political department, the data team, all getting the axe. Lara Trump, the former president's daughter-in-law, is now the committee's co-chair.
In her speech nominating Lara Trump, RNC committeewoman Beth Block argued that it doesn't matter if Lara Trump lacks traditional qualifications.
In a world where qualifications are often measured by titles and years of experience, we are reminded of a powerful truth. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Lara Trump is the embodiment of this truth.
This is the most mean girl introduction I have ever heard. A lot of people think that you should be qualified to have a job, but here's Lara Trump anyway. Take it up with God. But I guess why God would, but I get why God would bless Donald Trump appointing his daughter-in-law. I mean, Jesus was the original Nepo baby. Forget a job. He started an entire religion based on, do you know who my father is? There is some truth to it. Lara is completely unqualified. Of course, that's never stopped her before.
And I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down.
You know, sometimes it's okay to back down.
Oh, my God. I mean, I blame God for that performance, although I think she proved that there isn't one. All right, let's move on to the man Lara Trump and her friend God will be trying to defeat in November, Joe Biden. Biden's age and mental fitness has been a central part of the campaign, which tends to happen when you're 154 years old, and it's back in the news today.
Special Counsel Robert Hur was at a hearing on Capitol Hill today defending his report on President Biden's handling of classified documents from last month, where Hur described Biden as a, quote, sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
My assessment in the report about the relevance of the president's memory was necessary and accurate and fair.
In Hur's report, where he declined to prosecute the president, he writes Biden did not remember even within several years when his son Beau died. That drew a fiery denial from the president.
Heard that. That's right. This special counsel got a lot of heat for calling attention to Biden's memory problems. And look, I'm not going to sit here and say Biden's brain is perfect, but can we just be honest here? Remembering when things happened is hard. I mean, I can't remember dates from years ago, and I'm a young, fit, chiseled, patient, optimistic, Sudoku-doing handsome man, you know?
Kind of pegged you as more of a word search guy. But no, it's true. Like, I have a really hard time even remembering my passwords.
I can remember my kids' names, or if I have kids.
I can never remember my husband's birthday.
I can't remember my own birthday. You know, I was going to make an appointment with my doctor, but I forgot how to use the phone. But look, the point is this. Robert Hur testified about his report today, and the Democrats took the opportunity to challenge his portrayal of Biden's memory.
I now want to turn you to the transcript and day 1, page 47. You said to President Biden, you appear to have a photographic understanding and recall of the House. Did you say that to President Biden?
Those words do appear on page 47 of the transcript.
Photographic is what you said. Is that right?
That word does appear on page 47 of the transcript.
Never appeared in your report, though. Is that correct? The word photographic?
That does not appear in my report.
Yep, that's gotta hurt. Oh, see what I did there? Because his name is Hur. I turned a bit of a wordplay.
Yeah, no, I think we all get it.
But it's true. There was lots from Biden's 5-hour deposition that didn't make it into the special counsel report. And let me tell you, there's a lot of other important stuff in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, there isn't any footage from the deposition, but luckily, both Michael and I are trained thespians.
That's right. So tonight, we present selected readings from the Biden deposition transcript. These are all actual quotes from President Joe Biden's deposition on handing classified documents.
You know, I went to Mongolia, and great pictures. I unfortunately embarrassed the hell out of the leader of Mongolia.
I'd sit with my national security team and say, we should follow up on this, find out more about whether or not, you know, who killed Cock Robin, you know, and find out.
You left everything in place. I just hope you didn't find any risque pictures of my wife in a bathing suit, which you probably did. She's beautiful.
I just warn you all, never make one great eulogy because you get asked to do everybody's eulogy.
By the way, there's a restroom right behind us.
I get to drive all these, you know, electric vehicles. I have. Damn, they're quick. You step your foot on the accelerator all the way down until it gets to about 6-7 grand. Then, all of a sudden, it will say launch. All you do is take your foot off the brake. Vroom, 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 vroom.
What are you doing?
I'm making a car sound. It says makes car sound.
Yeah, but that's not a car sound. You're just saying the word vroom.
Your car's a piece of shit, Desi. Okay, don't give me performance notes. You didn't even get into Juilliard.
Oh, like you did?
I told you I was on the wait list of the wait list. Look, this is over. This is over.
You know what?
Okay,
You are such a prima donna. This is exactly why I make more money than you.